So, yeah, let's get into it.
You just want. Let me see. Hold on.
Okay.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
Feels a little better.
Yeah, it do.
How you been?
Maintaining. Listen. When people ask that question, how you been? You can have a choice to be honest, or you could lie. You could say, yeah, I've been fine. Or you could really go, man, it's really been hell. You know, I've been wearing the same clothes for 10 days. And, you know, people be lying. You just never know. So, yeah, I always say I'm maintaining.
Okay.
Maintaining.
But who's wearing the same clothes for 10 days?
I'm just
straight?
saying, maybe we need to pick something else to say. So I
feel like if you see somebody with the same clothes, you're going to say something.
You're going to be, well, not necessarily. That's why I don't try to ask nobody how they doing, because then at that point, I got a responsibility to that question.
Okay, well, if it's a stranger, yes. If it's your friend, you're going to say something.
Even if it's my friend, I don't want to ask somebody how they doing, because I don't necessarily know if I want the responsibility of their response.
No, that's up to the other person, because whatever response they give you. See, I understand where you're coming from. Because there are many times where I ask somebody how they're doing and they just start saying all this stuff about their personal life that I didn't really want to know.
That's why you don't ask that. So that's why I'm like,
so what do you ask?
So you don't even ask nothing. You go, I know you doing the best you can to make sure you have a great day. That's not even a question. You answered it for them. Somebody go, how you doing? I'm maintaining, but I know you doing the best you can to make sure you have a great day. They can't even say nothing back. They go, yep.
True.
You can't even say nothing. So I'm teaching myself not to ask questions I don't want the responsibility of. I mean, I'm doing good, by the way. Yeah. I'm doing good. I'm glad that you asked, but I don't want to give that responsibility to somebody. I don't want to ask somebody how they doing. Like, I learned my lesson the hard way. You know, I asked somebody how they was doing. They was like, man, I really need like $50. And I'm like, I felt responsible. I asked them how they was doing, so I gave them the money. It's not that I didn't want to. It's just that, damn, why you pick me?
So you started the initial conversation then? Yeah,
so, I mean, but I started researching on better ways. I really, went out on a search. I went to libraries. I Googled better ways to ask somebody how they're doing. And I came across a podcast where, I forget, it was an esoteric podcast. I don't know if I'm esoteric or not, but it was an esoteric podcast strictly based on esoteric thinking and all of that type of stuff. And that's where the conclusion came from. They were rambling off different ways to be an introduction to yourself, or to, be an introduction to the room. And that was like, hey, I know you doing the best you can to make sure you have a great day. And that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Than asking a question. Because you don't want the responsibility.
Or just go to somebody, I know you trying your best, and just walk away.
I know you doing great. Walk off.
Honestly, that sounds something like a politician would do. Man, I know you're doing amazing. Just walk off. Right.
What's up, man? Hey, you doing great. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. You don't have no responsibility to that. You don't even know how they doing.
Real talk.
When somebody say, hey, you saw Keisha, I know she doing great.
Yeah.
I know that.
Man, she gave me a thumbs up and walk away. She's doing really good right now. Maintaining is fair in the middle. It's not above, it's not below, you're maintaining. So that's a good response too. That's a really good response, man. I might use that from now on.
Maintaining. I know you're doing the best you can to make sure you're maintaining.
Yeah, but also I'm pretty sure you've met a lot of people that have trauma dumped and have told you a lot of personal things that you didn't want to hear. And it just gets to you sometimes. So
another reason why I say that too is, so when my father passed away in 2018, somebody said to me, if you need anything, let me know. But they didn't mean that.
No, they never do.
They never mean that. I said, as a matter of fact, I do. I'm like $50 shy.
You're the one that actually does it. Why'd you say anything if you weren't going to do it?
Exactly. I said, I'm $50 shy on his tie. And they're like, oh no, we was just saying that we here for you, but we don't really have any. We can't help you with that.
Oh,
go get them. I love dogs.
Me too.
I wish I knew what they was thinking at the moment that they bark. Who the fuck is that? I don't know. I want to know what they thinking.
Me too.
Because it's so many commercials with animals. Like, it's a matter of time before we have humanoids. Like, you're going to be in the bank one day and BoJack Horseman just going to be behind you, just mad as hell.
I've been thinking about that.
It's mad. He going to be like, hurry up. Like, the line taking too long. Dogs going to start barking, but they going to be having words they saying in between they bark. Motherfuckers. You know, it's just you never know what's going to happen. So I saw something on Instagram where there's human-sized bats. And I forget where they was at. I was like, nah, them humans. You can't.
In Europe?
I don't know where they at, but they real bats.
I've heard about these bats.
Panama.
Yeah. In Panama.
I ain't going to Panama. I don't even know why I would go. I think they kill gay people in Panama. I'm not sure, but I ain't going over there. But they got bats. You know, bats don't like
big old bats.
They ain't nothing but they like
4 or 5 feet, but they're big.
They just large ass fruit flies. Is what they really are.
Pretty much.
But who's to say that one day they might bite an orange with some blood on it and go, wait a minute.
I like this.
It's something different. They don't even eat the whole orange. They take it back to their tribe and go, bite this. What is this? Just bite it. It tastes different. I know. What is that red shit on there? And then they going around and trying to find it. And then a lady might be on her cycle and they go, that's the smell. That's what we looking for.
Like sharks.
Yeah. And that's they eating up all the women in Panama. So I don't know. So maybe that's how vampires were born. You know, I truly believe that this world existed exactly how it is, and even in fast forward before, I think flying cars and all this shit has been here before, and it got washed away, and we just rethinking the process again. I don't think nothing is ever new. I don't ever think nothing is new.
Nah, that's interesting because this is just like a theory, but like they were saying that in the Egyptian days when they're building the pyramids, they were way more advanced. And they're saying that aliens helped them build the pyramids, but I don't know about that.
I just think aliens were previous humans, and that's
oh really? That's interesting.
All I think so I'm a big fan of Rick and Morty, and I pay so much attention to it. I be like, yeah, maybe really. And so I just think aliens are previous humans that maybe survived and they froze themselves and go, well, let's make a new world and see what happens. These are people that don't, I believe in a higher power, of course, but who knows that if the aliens didn't make us? Who knows that? Who knows if we ain't their little science project?
That's what people are saying too, that we're just this little project that somebody dropped us here just to see what was going to happen.
It's a million. I mean, to me, I believe in all this shit. If we came from fish, that's a possibility too. That's why you got different blood types. Everybody not the same. We probably come from different, mechanisms and organisms and DNAs from somewhere else. We'll never know the truth about that shit.
That's a good point, but we also
need some weed. This will make it really pop.
Man, you should have told me. I can get you what you need if you want.
Right on. But yeah.
No, but it's just one of those things where, like, we also share DNA with animals too.
See, that's crazy.
So it's not just us that were dropped here. If that's the case, it's also the animals too.
Well, think about it. The dogs now, they know exactly what I'm saying. I told the dog, I said, go get your toy. He knew exactly what I was saying. Never met me. First time meeting me. No English. What the hell? Like, and you Mexican. How he know? Do you speak Spanish to the dog? See, now the dog bilingual.
Because there's a video of this white man. He's like a redneck white man. He's like, I bought this dog online, and he speaks Spanish. And he was just like, sit. Did not listen. He was like, siéntate. Dog sat down. I was like, oh shit, that dog speaks Spanish.
Yeah, for
He's
real.
Fluent.
See. Dogs they gotta have something.
They understand just like we do, but they're not. Their brains aren't that advanced for they can have like full conversations and stuff like that. But
not yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Not yet. Like eventually, if they're making commercials, I believe they put stuff on TV and in streaming sites and on social media to prepare us for what's to come. Like if we see enough talking animals on a commercial, then if they just throw one in society, we won't be so scared. We done seen enough of them on TV talking. You got the owl with the glasses. You got the other one with you got the cats breakdancing like John Travolta in they commercial about the cat food. They staying alive. I mean, it's so many.
You got hamsters driving Kias.
You got hamsters driving Kias. You got Tony the Tiger. You even got Kool-Aid busting through walls talking to people.
Well, that's not an animal, but
well, close enough. I mean, that's a drink. That's going too far now.
Yeah.
If some E&J start coming through the wall or some Hennessy, I'm sure the Hennessy gonna have a black voice.
What if there was one?
Hennessy bust through. What's up, motherfuckers? I'm like, look at Hennessy. He finally showed up to the party on CP time. But that's crazy. That's like that's all of that's a possibility to me. If we seeing human-sized bats,
yeah,
then true enough, a bulldog gonna be in line at the grocery store. Can y'all hurry it up, please? I got to get home to my wife and pets.
Man, and that scares me too, because like, what if when they do evolve, they go back and look at history and they're like, oh, you had us for pets? That's what you emotional support dog. What is like?
Oh, to slap shit out you. Then it's gonna be a whole nother race war.
Yeah,
the humanoids against the humans, and we gonna lose because they got different type. I mean, we could beat some of them because some like paws, like dogs, they can't open no jaw.
Nah,
they can't open no jaw. They just gonna scratch at it. Help me, please. Be like, you can't open your soda. You know, you can't open. You need my help.
You need thumbs.
They ain't got no thumbs.
Nah, but once they do evolve and they give themselves thumbs, we're fucked.
Nah, monkey's gonna be their friend. They're gonna be like, nah, I'll open it for you.
Yeah. Oh, and they work with each other.
They work with each other because they all the same.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how true that is because Africans, some Africans, don't like black people. And we all the same. We just don't make no sense.
What if the monkeys and the gorillas hated each other?
Oh, that makes don't let me be friends with a monkey and a gorilla. I be like, they brought y'all over here on the ship.
Oh, he thinks he's better than us just because he's a silverback.
They dropped some of y'all off in Europe and some of y'all they dropped over here in America. That's why y'all don't like each other.
God damn.
Yeah, for real. Man. Silverbacks will be up. I feel like they'll be an upper echelon of the monkey regime.
Well, even like orangutans and shit like that. Like
they sound Asian.
Orangutans?
Yeah, they sound Asian.
Well, they're red, so they might be like gingers, but
yeah, or middle. They still Asian, just Indian Asian. Orangutans. I am from India. Oh, okay.
An Indian orangutan.
Yeah, that's where they from.
Oh, shit.
Monkeys, they from Africa. I ain't fucking with them. Right on.
Oh man, that's funny.
Silverbacks are from Australia. Hey, mate.
Oh man, don't even get me talking about Australia. Like you talking about big bats, they got big tarantulas, they got big insects over there.
Man,
yo,
please don't make them humanoid. You know what animal I think is so cute but will fuck you up? A koala.
Oh, they'll give you chlamydia.
What?
Yeah, most of them have chlamydia.
Why they got chlamydia? What? Ain't that a human sexually transmitted disease?
It is, but
how the hell koalas get them?
By fucking
each other. So a human.
I don't know. I don't know if that's how it happened.
Why they got chlamydia?
Most of them do.
Isn't there laws against sheep? Because like, don't they got like when they walk away, you go, ooh, I'd hit that.
Oh, bestiality. Yeah, there's laws against that.
Because they got the rump shakers.
Mm-hmm.
Koalas got chlamydia. So they already the hoes of their society. Mm-hmm. Like, don't fuck that koala. You heard about koalas. Well, don't fuck the monkeys. You heard about Ebola, bitch. You know? No, that's the bats. No, they got COVID. All of them fucked up.
All of them. And they all give you different things.
Dogs got ticks and
fleas.
And fleas and shit. Who got rabies?
Possums. Well, most animals, dogs can get them. Like most animals can get it.
For real?
But I usually see like possums or like dogs.
That's crazy. Nah, all that shit'll be fixed once they get arms and legs.
Yo, but that'd be crazy if there was like a humanoid dog and they still got rabies, and then they try to pass it on to us.
That would be their life mission.
To get rid of rabies?
Now to try to give it to us.
Oh no, I was like, what if rabies are like their AIDS?
It probably is. Because is there a cure for rabies?
I don't know.
Man, let's Google that. I fucking hate Google. Google make anybody smart. Anybody.
That's a good question. I'm gonna look that up.
You shouldn't be a dumb motherfucker if you got Google. Like, everybody got Google.
Everybody got Google.
You should not know. You should know something. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you a true story. I should be embarrassed by this, but I'm not. But reading books is very good as opposed to an audio book. I remember I was in the 10th grade and and my teacher laughed in my face. But this taught me to read more after that. I said, what is a piggion? And she said, look, are you serious, Lakeisha? I said, it says, I'm looking at the word, it says piggion. Pigeon. She says, what? Look at that word again. I said, it's like piggion. And she was just laughing. She says, go to, I can't believe I'm asking you to do this, but we're in the 10th grade. Go sit down and sound it out. I said in there, the whole class going, piggion. 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 Fucking pigeon. I had never seen the word spelled out or written. I didn't even learn how to read till I was in the 7th grade though.
Piggion.
Pigeon.
Yeah.
That taught me to read. Go on, baby. Go ahead. That taught me. If he would have said something, if the dog would have said something.
Okay, so there right now is no specific treatment for rabies.
It's their AIDS.
Once it appears, it's nearly always fatal.
It's their AIDS. Oh my God.
This is a vaccine can prevent infection, but that's about it.
That's AIDS. It's just like
that's their AIDS.
It's just like they got something out now where you still have AIDS. They just can't find it in the testing. It's undetectable. That don't mean you ain't got it. That just mean we can't find it.
It's HIV still.
They just won't find it.
No, because full blown AIDS is once HIV advances and like is all over your body. But if it's still in the HIV form, you can still attack it with treatment and stuff like that and push it down, like suppress it.
Yeah.
And it's not full blown AIDS yet, but there is that chance that it will.
Man, one time I think I was like 20 years old. And I used to work at Academy. That was my first and only job. I come in, it was like, nah. I came in from a show or something. I don't know where it was at. It was Thanksgiving. I don't know where I was coming from, but I just came in. I came in late to the family function. I was like, I can't believe y'all got this potato salad just sitting on the table. Nobody touched it. Made me a whole plate, ate the whole thing. They was like, Keisha, no. Like they was shaking, like doing the neck thing, doing your hand on the neck thing. Like, don't eat that. I'm like, why? Your cousin made the potato salad and she got full-blown AIDS. And I was like, oh. But I mean, of course, you can't. Back then we were not so. I'm 43. Back then we knew it was. I mean, I know you can't catch it from nothing like that, but black people like, don't even touch me, don't sit where I sit, don't talk to me, your spit might come on my lip when you're talking. And so that's why, I mean, the function had been going on. I'm like, it's like 9:00 at night. I'm like, what the hell? I love potato salad. Ain't nobody ate nothing. This is just food. I ate a whole plate. I was nervous. I had a callus on my hand. I was like, I think I immediately went to the doctor. I was like, my back hurt. My eyes, I can't cry. I didn't know what was. I had calcium build up on my finger, so I had like a knot. I was like, is something wrong? The doctor was like, we've tested you 3 times. You're okay.
Oh my God.
The reason why your back hurt. Have you been constipated? I said, yes, that's shit. You have shit. Because they gave me an X-ray. I had boo like all up my back. So I had to sit down for a couple of days because I was on the toilet.
I honestly, I relate to that because if I was eating potato salad and somebody told me that, I'd be thinking the same thing. Yo, do I got it? Do I got it?
I was like, can you get it? They said she was peeling the potatoes. She peeled the potatoes and she cut up the onions. I was like, oh, she had a real knife.
Did she use gloves? No, she didn't.
And then she would come back and go, I went on a date. I was like, did you tell your date that you have this thing? Like, I was like, she was like, yes. I said, and he still like you? She was like, yeah. I said, she's married to this guy too.
Oh, that's beautiful.
They've been together for like 15 years and he still does not have it.
That's amazing.
That is beautiful. Yes. And
Cool.
if I put her in the lineup, you would probably not even pick her as the one with the HIV AIDS. She got AIDS.
Full blown.
Yep, she was diagnosed at 26 and she is 51.
What?
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Still kicking.
Yeah.
She got the Magic Johnson kind.
I was about to say.
I don't know. I should with new one thing she said is, as long as you're taking care of yourself, and she does. She looks extremely healthy and really great. Like, her skin looks amazing. She's super thick. She ain't skinny at all. But yeah, shout out. I ain't gonna say her name, but yeah.
There you go.
That's great.
Yeah, like it's different nowadays. Because like back in the day, it was very fatal. But now with medicine getting so much better and so advanced, like
I mean, when she was diagnosed, it was fatal then. She 51 now, so yeah, she got diagnosed at 26, 27 years old. So yeah, she had almost 30 years now.
Damn.
20 plus years.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know if I would use the word amazing, but
she's still alive.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
Yeah, she's still alive. That's amazing. Yeah. She should have a podcast. How to get the AIDS and stay alive. The Magic Johnson disease. And people would call in, well, I've had this. Well, you ain't got the Magic Johnson kind. You got the Rock Bronson. What was that motherfucker name? That old actor. That old actor. He died.
Which one?
Rock something, I can't remember. Let me not quote it, because he was a very famous actor in like the 50s and the 60s, but he was gay and he was just booty holing everybody, and he eventually croaked over from it because they ain't had a medicine and shit back then. Yeah.
No, but even how we got it here is a different thing. Like nobody really knows. Nobody knows. They used to say a monkey, man had sex with a monkey, and then that's how it got contracted. But like, I don't know. With
the way the internet moving, somebody gonna find out the truth. If they found out the landing on the moon was fake, somebody gonna be like, I found out how the AIDS got here. How? It was a scientist with a fork. It was gonna be some crazy shit. and he was eating pumpkin pie. And it's gonna be something crazy. It ain't gonna even be nothing we probably think about.
That's it, pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin
That's the
pie.
cure.
I don't even what, black people shouldn't have it then. We eat sweet potato pie.
That's good too.
You like that?
I like them both.
Sweet potato pie.
Yeah.
I don't like pie. I ain't never in
apple
my
pie.
life. I love apple pie.
A la mode with some ice cream on top.
Man, the first time I had my grandmother was a maid. So I was like, what kind of pie is this? Because I went to work with her. She was like, it's apple pie. I said, it's white people pie. I didn't know. I had never seen apple pie a day in my life. Man, I did not want to eat no other kind of pie. I was like, I want white people pie. I thought apple pie was white people pie.
Well, okay, now what's your favorite pie?
Cheesecake. Is that a pie?
I don't know if it's a pie, but
it's a cake.
It's a cake. Cheesecake, yeah.
Well, apple pie.
Apple pie still?
Apple pie. Apple pie, cheesecake, chocolate cake. Shit, that's it.
That's okay. That's your top three: apple pie, cheesecake, chocolate cake.
Yep, I love chocolate cake. You ain't gonna mess me on
chocolate cake always hits.
Hell yeah.
Always.
Ooh, I would start naming places, but they gotta pay you for that. They gotta pay you.
Man, if y'all want to advertise with me, let me know.
Hell yeah.
Shoot, I'll have a chocolate cake here every time.
Ooh I'm definitely coming back. You got the chocolate cake? I'm coming.
Yeah. Oh man. So I think this is a good place to start. I didn't tell you before, but what I usually do is we have a conversation, and once I feel like we're at a good point, I'll start the podcast, and then after that, whatever happens.
Right on.
And then I'll probably have some questions for you, like interview style questions, like how you got started and all that stuff.
Okay.
All right. So, damn, it's been 24 minutes. That's crazy.
When you're talking, you got something good.
I know. It's all right. So here we go. Let's get started. So 3, 2, 1. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Profoundly Chill. I am your host, Joe Navarro. Today I have another special guest. This is somebody who is hilarious. I love talking to her, love seeing her every time. Yeah. Everybody, please give it up for Keisha Hunt.
What's up, baby?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited for this one.
Right
I was so excited. I know you couldn't make it last time, but man, I was just like, I want Keisha.
Let's have fun, man.
Yeah. So for the audience, just to let them know, how long have you been doing stand-up?
Man, I've been doing stand-up, I want to say this year in July will make 22 years. Yep.
22 in July.
22 in July. 2002. That's 21 then.
Yeah, 21.
21 years. Yeah, in July.
That's crazy.
Since July 2002. Yeah. Okay, I'm lying.
It's 22.
Let me.
It's 2024. You said 2002.
Well, let me tell you the truth. Okay, so in 1999, when I had just turned 19, I got on stage. And I got on stage in December of 99. I did comedy. It was amazing. Dick Gregory, I don't know if you know who that is.
I've heard of him.
He is a 1960. He had it going on in 1960. He was more of a activist. He was along with Bill Cosby and Richard Pryor.
Uh-huh.
But he was also an activist. He marched with Dr. Martin Luther King and all of that. But he was a very well thought-provoking comedian. And he was in the audience that day. I still had no clue who he was at the time, at the age of 19. I knew his name.
He was at the show?
He was at the show with another comedian named Al Freeman. You know Al Freeman?
I know Al D. Yeah.
So Al D. Freeman. So he was there in the audience, but I remember hearing Dick Gregory's name as a child or a teenager from the movie House Party.
Mm-hmm.
In the movie House Party, they was like, Shireen, make me some of that Dick Gregory. And I was like, what the fuck is that? I want some Dick Gregory. I only wanted it because I heard him say it in the movie. I was like, I want Shireen, make me some of that Dick Gregory. I kept saying that to my sister because her name's Sherelle. So I'm like, Sherelle, make me some of that Dick Gregory. I had no clue. But Dick Gregory used to be kind of like obese, and he was trying to advocate for black people to be more cautious about their health. So he created a weight loss shake. And that's what he was talking about. And the guy in House Party that said that he was very obese and laying on the couch, sure ain't, maybe one of them Dick Gregory's.
He's over here sniffing you.
Yeah, back up, G. Back up, homie.
Emmett. Come over here, Emmett.
It's something on me. It is something good on me.
Both of the dogs like you.
Yeah, I don't know what's on me.
I don't know either.
It tastes good, whatever it is.
Well, you said they might smell the other dogs.
They might smell the other dog.
That's probably it.
Maybe. I haven't been around the other dogs in a while, so maybe this jacket has. I hadn't worn this jacket in a while, so.
You got any dogs at home?
Nah, not at all.
Nah.
I don't know what they smelling. It's just me. It's just I smell like a doggy treat. I need to wash my ass then. Okay. So 1999.
He was in the crowd. Dick Gregory was in the crowd.
Dick Gregory, Al Freeman, Terry Grossman, Dave Lawson, a couple of other comedians, Junior Keir Spates. He is now working with Steve Harvey on the Steve Harvey morning show. But anyway, and another lady named Big 50. It was her room. She couldn't remember my name. And so when she was, well, I started off as acting. I went to a play, audition. All the parts were filled. He says, but we're looking for a rapper. I'm like, I can rap. He was like, okay, so what you got to do is write your own rap songs that segue into the next scene on the play. I'm like, bet. I just wanted to be a part of some type of entertainment family.
But did you have any rapping experience?
Yes, I used to rap. I'm a thug till I die, puffing on that weed, nigga getting high, sipping on that syrup about to choke, roll that blunt so we can smoke. My body is living half dead from all that weed I smoke, man. My eyes are turning bloodshot red. You niggas that's what I wrote at 14.
God damn.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Young Bobby grew up to always dreamed of being a gangster, smoked that weed to get high and never thought about changing. Put your head against the wall and learn right from wrong. This just gonna blow up in your face and then your ball ain't gonna fall. You ain't nothing but 16 years old, packing a gat on your hip, standing on the corners running your lips. What if they put a pistol to your head and pop the trigger one time? Brains on the floor, now they can read your mind. I wrote that at 14. I also listened to Tupac and said, I'm gonna take that line, like the rappers do today. But yeah, so I was 19 when I first got on stage, and she couldn't remember my name. I was actually just I'm gonna just come support you. She was like, no, you're funny. You need to come to my comedy night. You need to do some jokes. You are hilarious. I said, okay, I'm gonna just come watch it first to see if I've always wanted to do it, by the I don't know why I whispered that, but I go and I'm sitting at the bar, and the bartender goes, I know I look 10 at 19. I know I look 10. I'm not tall at all. And I was very, very slim, like very petite. And I sit at the bar, he go, what you drinking? I said, yeah, give me something sweet. This is my very first drink ever in life. Welcome to comedy. And so he gives me this green drink and said, that's a Maduro sour. I drunk it like Kool-Aid. Give me another one. So I get on stage and I talk about my uncle, which I still have in my set today, my Uncle Johnny character. And they laughed. I was like, oh shit. And then I talked about BET, how they would, back in the day, they would play a video, and in the middle of a video, they would go to a commercial of this Jamaican psychic lady named Cleo. She go 1-800-334, call me now, and then they go back to the video.
I remember Cleo.
And so I talked about that, and I got a standing ovation my first time on stage. I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm doing this for life. And so I get on stage, and Dick Gregory goes, let me tell you what you're doing wrong. You're holding your microphone like you're a rapper. Move your mic away from your face and put it on your chin so we can see your facial expressions, because you do a lot of characters. We need to see your face. Al Freeman goes, go read the newspaper. I'm like, okay. And I never went back until Jennifer Germany called me in July. That was 1999. I went back one more time with Dave Lawson to audition for a festival. And then I was like, nah, I'm scared. But I constantly kept writing though. And so when I went back in July from Jennifer Germany calling me, because she remembered me from auditioning from that festival 2 years prior, go, hey, we got open mic here. We need you down here. I'm like, I don't do comedy. She's like, yes, you do. You did it that one time. You need to keep doing it. You funny. I said, okay, I'll come. And I never stopped since that day. So, yeah.
Dang.
But I did take some of my rap songs and try to make them jokes. Like, I took a lot of Whitney Houston songs and made them about weed. And so I was like, what if Whitney Houston took all her songs and made them about drugs, and she do them anyway? And so and that was one of my first bits, doing all of her songs and remaking them like it was Whitney Houston newest hits about drugs. Go get them now. And, it was one of them bits. But, yeah. So if you start from conception, it's almost 25 years.
From the very first time.
25. So give or take.
Okay. Damn.
I know, right?
So like from your career from when you started to now, what have been some of the best moments that have like just you've held on to over the years?
Nothing is like the best moment, because I'm still seeking that moment, I guess you want to call it. So I've had some really good ones, and good is okay. But you can have great over and over. You can have great moments over and over until you meet excellence. Okay.
Well, what are some good moments?
Some good ones. Oh, man. Of course, any type of television I've done and meeting other people who have gone on to be mega, uber, super duper superstars, like Lil Rel. He was one of my good friends. We did a couple of television shows together. Going overseas, entertaining the troops. That was fun. I can't do that no more. What else? Yeah, I've been filming Last Comic Standing on NBC. That was fun because Bill Bellamy was hosting that season, and the reports kept saying Bill Bellamy putting all his people on there, and it had people in quotation marks. I was like, and Bill Bellamy replied to like, yes, because if I wasn't, y'all wouldn't. And I was like, damn, he's not lying. But it's been several episodes where black people have won. So whatever. But I've got to do that. I've filmed a couple of movies. Winning several contests have been some really good highlights in my career. Russell Simmons came to Houston in 2004 when the Super Bowl was here. And we did with Rob Mungle. I don't know if you know Rob Mungle.
I know Rob, yeah.
This is the same year the Super Bowl was in Houston. This is the same year Janet popped out that titty. And Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson was on stage together, and Janet popped out her titty. How old are you? You may not remember this.
I remember that.
Okay,
I remember that.
This was in Houston. And so I think it's an Edwards Hotel or something downtown. Russell Simmons had rented out the whole
That
hotel.
wasn't the Panthers game, was it?
I don't even remember who was playing.
Let's see.
Yes, Google. I love Google. But Russell said, and this is the same year that I think Red Bull came out, because Nelly was trying to compete with Red Bull, and he had an energy drink called Pimp Juice.
Yeah, Patriots versus Panthers, 32-29. Patriots won. Yeah, I remember.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
That was in Houston.
Yeah.
And I think that's the same year that Red Bull came out. Let's Google that too. What year did Red Bull? That's 2004. I do know that because it's the year my son was born. Long story. But because Nelly, I remember Nelly having, people were drinking vodka and pimp juice. So I was like, okay, well.
It says 1987 is
Red
when Red
Bull?
Bull came out. Yeah. But
We wasn't privy to it.
no, it wasn't really popular. It launched in the U.S. on 96.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I think when we started getting privy to it was round about the 2000s.
2000, yeah.
Because they started giving it wings.
Mm-hmm.
And Nelly was trying to compete with the Red Bull with the pimp juice. So I remember that. And I remember the contest we did was Laugh is Hope. And I remember coming in second place to Rob Mungle. And so the first place and the second place got to perform at this private party for Russell Simmons.
What?
And they gave us our own room. And I was like, Rob, look at this shit. Like, I'm still pretty early. I'm only 2 years in.
And you're already doing these things.
Yes, I did the Las Vegas Comedy Festival. I won that. I did that twice. The first year I won. The second year I bombed. I was like, oh, man. I don't know how this works. So someone told me, once you win, don't go back.
Yeah.
So once you win, you've done what you needed to do. I was being greedy. I was like, I won. They love me. I'm going back again. Back then, festivals, you didn't have to pay an entry fee. You would just audition, and then they would pick the people that they want, and they would fly you out. They would give you a per diem. They even gave me so we were in Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Comedy Festival. They flew us out. They gave me a per diem of $300 a day, and they gave me a room. Yes, that's where I met Hannibal Buress. Man, I met so many comedians. I know, but me and Hannibal hung out, and we're still friends to this day. We're still friends to this day. But yeah, I remember that because I remember I won a lot of money playing blackjack. I was like, let me take some of this money that they gave me. And I took some of that per diem, and it was during Halloween. So a lot of people, I was like, I said, what if they trying to like hijack the casino? Because everybody's in costumes. You have no clue who's who.
Real talk.
And in a part of the festival, you have to go to seminars and meet different people. I met a lot of older white comedians. They were phenomenal. And I got the chance to see the Smothers Brothers. Now, we were complaining because we were young comics. We were like, oh, we got to go see these
How old were they?
Like 80 something.
Yeah.
This is 2004. They was old as hell.
Damn.
We was complaining, why we gotta go see these old motherfuckers, man? They probably ain't even funny when I say we were cracking. Man, that shit was so funny.
No, they're legends.
They're legends. I know one of them passed away. I'm not sure if they both are deceased.
I'm not too sure.
But what made me laugh was something I didn't think I would ever laugh at. Was two old men playing with a yo-yo. I'm like, well, this shit is funny. It was so much fun. But those are highlights from my career that I still use a lot of the, like even when I did Laugh-A-Palooza, I won that one too. Hey, I won a lot of contests. A lot. And
so I've been doing some contests here in Houston.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
And I want to ask your perspective on it. Like, what's the best way to go about doing a contest?
I never won one in Houston. That is so crazy.
Really?
I've never won
but
one
outside.
Everywhere else I've won one. I've placed like the one with Rob Mungle. I came in second, and then the Houston's Funniest contest, I think I came in 5th or 6th. Yeah. Really? This is like in my 3rd year in comedy too. Okay. And I was like, I'll never do this shit again. I never did it again.
The one at the Improv?
I don't know. I said I went out of sight, out of mind. I was like, this ain't for me. I'm a champ. This is crazy. Yeah. I was used to winning contests. Like they called me Competition Keisha because I was ready for. I had the greatest competition set. You couldn't fuck with me until I started getting bookings from being on TV, and that 15 minutes had to stretch to 45.
How'd that go? What was that transition for you? Like,
I just started doing all the jokes I wrote. They were great. Mm-hmm. But what made me in 2006, I did a show called Bill Bellamy's Who's Got Jokes. And it was more of a competition type of comedy contest. And so the first round that we go out and do our stand-up, the next round you'd have to pull something right before they call your name. You have to pull a topic, look at it, and then go out and talk about the topic like seconds before they call your name. Mm-hmm. And then third, they would place people in the audience to heckle us to see how we would handle hecklers. And I did really good with the heckler. And so people would book me based on how I handled the heckler. So when I go do shows, people would be like, but we got, you better when we do this to you. And so my style changed from doing stand-up to freestyling. I'm kind of stuck in it. But yeah.
Yeah, from watching you, I can see like you're so open and creative and just free on stage.
I'm very, so so this is what I know. I write a whole lot. I write a lot. I wish I could show you all the notebooks. It'll probably cover this whole room. But I write a lot. So I'm very prepared for anything somebody, I want to say 85% of the time. I probably got something written for something that somebody gonna throw.
That's really good though.
That somebody gonna throw at me. And it looks like I'm freestyling. But if you've come to more than one of my shows, you go, oh no, she's done that before. That's not freestyling.
Yeah.
That's a part of her.
But you just make it seem like it is.
You gotta have, to me, people enjoy, because I was like getting booked on the basis of people thinking I'm freestyling or handling the crowd. So I had to find a way to make it work for me. And that's what I did. To take my material but make it seem like I'm freestyling.
That's basically what you should be doing,
right? But that's
because that's the art form. That's a surprise. It's like, oh, she just came off it. It just came out the top of her head. No, you've been doing this the whole time.
That's right.
You know every step, every move.
Exactly.
You're just making it seem like you don't.
Right. That's exactly it. So
yeah,
that part.
Because honestly, I do the same thing.
We should. It's fun that way.
I go up blank, right? Like I'll have jokes in the back of my head, but I'm just like, let's just see what happens right now. And
to me, comedy, I want to say maybe like 90% of comedians probably are clairvoyant because we basically are feeling the energy in the room and we have to go off of that, and we don't know who's going to be there till we get there. We don't know who's in the audience until we get there. And so we're feeling the energy of the room, and that kind of like, you might have a set, but then the comedian in front of you may do extremely well or may not do good at all, and you might have to go pivot. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So just if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Well, see, it didn't really start clicking in for me until like 2 or 3 years in, because like I was the opposite from you from when you first started.
How long you been doing comedy again?
6 now.
Okay. Sweet spot. That's what I call it.
I just hit 6 in December.
Okay.
Yeah, and
happy anniversary.
I know.
Right on.
And it's just one of those things. I feel like 2 or 3 years, I just started going on stage, and I was just like, fuck it, let me just go off the top of my head, just go off the dome and see what happens. And all of a sudden, the jokes I've been doing for years started just like merging together, like one after another, exactly where it sounds good, and it was just hitting and hitting and hitting. I was just like, what's happening? I haven't really been working on this, but in the back of my mind, my subconscious was just like, okay, this goes here, that goes there, and then it just boom, 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 and I was just like, oh, I started to like figure that out, just being free and open on stage, just letting it come to you instead of forcing it. Just let it come. Yeah,
let it flow. I believe with the flowing of it, it's to me, if the majority of your material, if all of your material is based off your life, and of course we embellish stories that happen in our life to make it palatable to the audience, but that, to me, it'll be an easy flow because it's a part of your life. Like I talk about my niece with a prosthetic eye because I have a niece with a prosthetic eye. I talk about people in wheelchairs with their shoes being dirty because I saw like 2 people coming out of drumline in wheelchairs with their shoes dirty. So it's just gonna roll off my tongue like that. Hey girl, I mean, this a boy, right?
This a boy. This is Emmett.
What's up, Emmett? Oh, you getting excited now? This for the bitches. Emmett, this is for the bitches. Oh, shit. You want to get by? Go ahead. You want to cross over?
I think he's trying to sit down.
Oh, he is. He was like, can you let me by, bitch? Damn, this is my house. I truly believe in, like, I do not like when people have pets and they have to put the pet up. I feel so... I immediately, I might be startled when I first walk in, like I was. Yeah. But I immediately go, calm down. Especially if you tell me they're good, and then I'm like, because this is their house. I don't want the pet to feel bad or traumatized. Mm-hmm. I just don't like that at all. That pets be looking so like, what the hell did I do? Why?
Well, that's the thing. They'll be in the other room barking. Because like
they traumatized.
They traumatized, yeah.
That's not good for them. That is not good for them. It's not good for you either, because you got to live with that traumatized pet. So my thing is, either like, you gonna have to be privy to, like, if you would, well, I'm good with pets as long as they like this. You know, if they vicious, then I'm like, no, nigga, you don't bring me over there. I ain't coming over there no more. You know, but but with all black people, everybody dog bite. We immediately jumping on somebody's furniture or car. Yeah. Like, your dog bite. No, it don't. Yes, it do. It's a dog. You know, I don't put nothing past no animal.
Trust me, I grew up in the hood. I see all the time.
Okay, so you jumping on the car immediately. Yeah. Immediately, like, oh, baby girl over here, she look like she mixed with Rottweiler or German Shepherd or something.
Anytime a group sees like a dog around the street, everybody running.
No, for real.
Everybody running.
It's going down. Yeah. Here come a dog. Phew. Phew, phew.
Like, real talk, man.
We is out of there.
Even me too. If I see like a pit bull, I'm like, nah, I'm not going down that street.
I'm the most friendliest dogs on the face of the planet. That is so, unless they've been trained to be vicious. But pit bulls are family dogs. Like, people don't know that they good with children and all that other stuff. You could lead a pit bull. You could lead a baby with the pit bull and be like, I'll be back. I'm gonna go to the store. Pit bull gonna be like, did I say something? I must have said something in their language. and it was good. Because his tail just wagging like, oh, this bitch speak my language. I'm finna get her. Sorry, I don't like dog peeing. I wonder if they start, because there are gay dogs, right? My brother, he got 2 female dogs. They gay as hell.
Oh, really?
And I've thought about making a strap for dogs.
That's hilarious.
I want to make a strap for dogs. I want to put a strap on her because she be humping the other dog. I'd be like, if she only had a strap, if she had a strap on, she'd be up in there.
No, but that's true. Female dogs do hump sometimes. But that's to show like dominance.
Oh, okay.
That's why they hump.
They be kissing each other and everything. I'm like, them dogs gay. Oh, so she need a strap. So I'm like, I'm gonna make her a strap. I'm gonna make a dog strap. But I don't know how, like, somebody told me, I've never seen, I don't know how it look once it's in the, once they're in the coursing or whatever, once they're, somebody said it turns into spikes. That's why they get stuck. So it has to take a minute for it to go down. So he can, so the male dog can come out. I don't know. So I gotta do some more research.
Ducks for sure. Ducks have like spiky and spiral penis. So like,
what?
Yeah.
This is interesting.
So it gets stuck in there and it doesn't go out until,
So they get stuck too?
Yeah, the ducks, yeah.
They get stuck when they having sex? Yeah. So maybe it is the same thing. I mean,
I've seen, like, I used to have 2 dogs when I was younger. It was a big dog and a little dog. And I seen the big dog get stuck on the little dog.
Oh my God.
And that scared the hell out of me.
We from the hood, so we know the water hose and the broom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what we did. Just trying to get them off.
Break them off real quick. Man.
But that was a scary thing because I was just like, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I was like, he's a boy, she's a girl. I was just like, oh, it's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna do my research and I'm gonna start making
the strap on.
I'm gonna start making lesbian toys for dogs. I mean, gay toys for dogs.
Gay toys.
I'm gonna make gay toys for dogs because there are gay dogs out there. Like, you can't. So if dogs are gay, why you mad at me? if God didn't want me to be gay, then why the dogs gay? Why it be some gay monkeys too?
Yeah, there's gay animals.
There's gay animals. I watched a TED Talk. I wrote a whole sitcom off of this TED Talk. I'm currently looking for a studio now to film it in, and it's just a long process because of how I want to do it. But I watched this TED Talk. On the TED Talk, the lady was talking about how she has a lesbian sister, and the lesbian sister has a wife, and they want to make a baby, but they don't want to use a sperm donor. They want the baby to be their baby. And so the lady that was talking, she's a scientist that deals with stem cell research. And so, stems, they like monkey see, monkey do. Mm-hmm. They'll do whatever you tell them to. And so they manipulated the stem cells to where the 2 female monkeys, one of them developed sperm. And so the monkeys had sex with their vaginas, and one of them ejaculated the sperm into the other monkey, and they gave birth to a female monkey. And the female monkey lived to about 4 or 5 years old. They did it again. And then the second one lived a little bit longer. Then they did it with the 2 male monkeys. The baby probably lived like a couple of hours. Wow. They did it again. He probably lived like a couple of days. So it doesn't work with the males. So, but the only problem is the reason. So it is proven successful, meaning they can manipulate stem cells with women where we can make babies with each other. But the only problem is we can only make girls. We cannot make any boys. That's why it's not out on the market. They're not going to give that procedure. They're not going to allow us to do that because we're already outnumbering men. There's so many more women to men. Then you got, and I think it's way more lesbians than it is straight couples. If we start making babies, so that's what my sitcom is about. My sitcom is about me with 5 baby mamas.
Yo,
yeah,
I like that.
Is it gonna be crazy as hell?
Or do you want to talk about?
Oh
this
no,
right
no,
now?
No, not
before
at all.
you go any further,
because I was gonna dive in
exactly. No,
because I'm loving it. I'm currently.
I don't want somebody else watching this and they'll be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, but if it is, it's already. If you post it, then technically.
Yeah, I mean, I could just edit this out if you want. Yeah, I'll do that.
You leave, the beginning part of it, but
exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that. But yeah, I'm working on that right now.
Yeah, you're working on that? Man, that's amazing.
Thank you.
Man, honestly, like, did you think you would be doing the stuff you're doing now when you started? Or were you just so happy just to get on stage and just, crack jokes in front of people?
I wanted to be an actress. I thought I was going to do that. And I just know I wanted to to be Whoopi Goldberg is what I wanted to be. I was like, I'm going to be her. Especially when she did Sister Act. I was like, oh, that's it. I'm definitely finna be her. But once I got on stage, like when Jennifer called me back in July 2002, and I got on that stage and I saw how by September, I was at the Las Vegas Comedy Festival. This is not even 2 months in. So once that happened, I was like, oh, I'm doing this. It's too easy. It was too easy to climb up the ladder to me. I wasn't even a year in when I did the Las Vegas Comedy Festival. I did the Las Vegas Comedy Festival in 2002. I started in July 2002. I did it in September. No, we auditioned in September, and then in October we was in Vegas.
So when that was happening, what was going through your mind?
I was like, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is too easy. This was too easy. Then I went back the next year, not the next year, maybe like a couple of years later, and I bombed. I was like, you got to work at this shit.
What was the difference?
I got comfortable. I didn't write any new material. The people had already knew me. It wasn't, the room was different. I went in a different category too. The first, because they had different categories you could enter in when they felt like you were shining. I went into the I went into the mainstream, the first one. And I was like, oh yeah. The next one I went into was, I don't know, but Tommy Drake was there. I don't know if you know who that is.
I know Tommy, yeah.
He killed in that room. It was professional. That's what it was. I was not professional. He had been doing comedy at this point, and he was like, tough break. I was like, ugh. He is probably the only person that could tell you about that, because he was the only comedian I knew besides Mo Amer. Yeah, I know him as Mo Amir, but he was there at the festival too. Really? He was at the festival. Renee, I don't know if you know who Renee is. No, not the young Renee. It's a Renee. He's been doing comedy like 20-some years. Mm-hmm. And Mo Amer was there. Tommy Drake was there. Tommy Drake was in the same room I was in and watched it. He saw me bomb. He saw that. I was like, oh my God. Dang. Don't tell nobody, Tommy. He tells people. I tell people. So I think I told Ben Daniel, and Ben Daniel was like, I'm going to confirm. I'm going to ask him again. And he was like, yes. And he has his own version of it, which is kind of fun too. So yeah. But yeah, I bombed. Like, I stunk up the room. I stunk it up. Pow. Yeah, it was like that kind of bomb. It was like you know how you lay out the wire, and then they go, now push the button. That type of, I bombed like that. It was bad. We used to say stuff like Taliban, like stuff like that. You Taliban.
They're still around.
They still say Taliban. You Taliban. Yeah, because they bombed some shit. So yeah.
I mean, no, the Taliban is still around. You don't have to whisper that.
Okay, I'm like, I don't want them to flag the video when you post it, but yeah.
Oh no, we go any further than that, they might.
Yeah, we used to say that. We used to go, you up there Taliban? Shout out to Billy Sorrells, because that's where that shit come from. Billy Sorrells go, they in that Taliban. They used to do this. They used to act like they had grenades and like pull it out their mouth and what is he doing this? Bombing. Oh. We We used to have fun, man. We used to have a lot of fun.
Oh man, that is good though. You had a group of people that like you came up with, and y'all got along together and just had a good time.
It was fun. I mean, comedy is something that you really don't retire from. You do it. You do it until you do it. You know, Thea Vidal is still out there. I had opportunity to sit down with her in the beginning of my career. Well, in the middle part of my career, around about the 12th year or so. Because I kind of got like a big head, and I'm like, I'm the queen of Houston. I'm the queen of Houston comedy. You can't fuck with me. And she messaged me, really? Do you know who I am? I'm like, do you know who I am? I'm the queen of comedy. I'm still the greatest. I mean, if you can say anything about yourself, why would you say anything other than, about yourself? But I wouldn't. She was like, you're not the queen of Houston. I said, I'm the first one to headline the Improv as a female from Houston and sell it out. I'm the queen of Houston. You can just go sit down, Miss Thea. But she corrected me real quick. And I humbled myself real quick too. Yeah, real fast. But yeah, I was like, I'm the first woman from Houston to headline the Houston Improv and sell it out. Like, I was proud of that.
Like, how was that experience? Like,
I did that twice. Before they're in the location they're in now, they had a different location. That was amazing. So it was a hustle. I was selling tickets out of my hand. And I don't know how the deals work now. Yes, I do. I know how they work now. But I did most of my selling my tickets pre-sale. You couldn't tell me nothing. I was rich. You couldn't tell me anything. Because I made the money myself. I sold all my tickets out of my hand myself, which is the same thing as dang, I can't even think of it. The online ticket sales that we do.
Eventbrite?
Yeah. It was coming out. I said E. But Eventbrite, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, except it's just online now. That's still selling tickets out of your hand. But I didn't have to pay a processing fee.
Wait, did you already had like a certain amount of tickets?
Yeah, so the Improv would allow you to sell X amount of tickets pre-sale or give you a cutoff date. So if my show was in September, I could announce it in July. By June, July, by the top of August, all the pre-sales are gone. I'm hustling. I'm calling the radio station like, let me in, let me up there. I just want to tell people about my show. And G-Man will go, okay, he give me a spot. He let me do the countdown and all of that shit.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, the hustle is different now. You can still do all of that stuff, but you got a podcast now and people don't really listen to radio.
Nah.
So
I work in radio, so I know, yeah.
They don't really listen to radio like that no more.
No, they don't.
And so back then, the countdown, everybody would tune in for the countdown. And this is H-Town, Queen of Comedy. This is Keisha Hunt, the Queen of Comedy. Y'all go get y'all tickets up here at the Improv. It was amazing. Then I would host several open mics. I had like maybe 6 open mics in the city, and they were all booming.
6 open mics?
Yeah, I was like trying to compete with Ali Sadiq.
Dang.
I was trying to compete with Ali Sadiq.
How many did Ali have?
About that, he had about 10. So there was somewhere to go, and sometimes he had one Sunday through Saturday, right? And I think on Tuesday he had 2 nights. On Wednesday he had 2 nights. So
Sunday through Saturday?
Yeah, Ali Sadiq had nights.
Damn.
And on Tuesday he had 2 nights, and on Wednesday he had, when I say 2 nights, he had 2 rooms. 2 rooms. And on Wednesday he had 2 rooms, and so we would hit, and all of them paid. He paid everybody. All of them paid. And then if he wasn't here on the weekend, Ali was really good at, if you went to his rooms like faithfully, he would get weekend shows at colleges. Then he would pick somebody from
the shows.
Yeah, to come with him and make some bigger money on the weekend shows.
That's what's up.
So of course I did a lot of that. That's how I met Bryson in Austin at a college show with Ali Sadiq.
Dang.
Yep, that's how I met Bryson Brown in Austin. I forget what college. UT. It was UT.
UT.
Yep.
So I met him.
I think I can't remember.
I met Bryson through Jeff at Axelrad. Whenever he booked him on Axelrad a couple years ago, that was the first time I saw him. Once he went on stage, I was like, "Yo, who is this guy?" Right. That's how good he is.
He is amazing.
Yeah. Shout out Bryson Brown, Ali Sadiq, yo.
For sure.
Oh man, that's a beautiful thing. It's just like you killing it, you doing your thing, just being your natural
and
self.
Still doing it.
But other people seeing that and being like, yo, come with me. Come on the road. Let's go. Let's get you some work. Them seeing how dedicated and how talented you are, just being like, yo, come through.
Yeah. It can, Now it's more so what I'm discovering now is no one's taking me on the road. I'm taking myself on the road. I'm getting myself into clubs. I'm getting the door deals now, and I'm doing it all myself. And I'm like, I kind of like this. Kinda. It's a lot more. It feels like I'm back selling them tickets again.
The pre-sales?
Yeah. Because I am selling the tickets again. But I'm selling them through Ticket Leap and Eventbrite and things like that. So, but now it's just not in Houston. I have at least 12 cities that I visit that I'm going on tour to see. San Antonio, El Paso, Little Rock, Arkansas, Jacksonville, Florida, Austin, Texas, I said San Antonio, Dallas. So yeah, a few more I can't remember.
And like when you go on the road, like it's like you do 45, right?
Or 45 to an hour. Yeah,
you do an hour. And
sometimes I do a little bit over, depending on Killeen, Texas. I know one time I did 2 hours in 10 minutes.
2 hours? Damn.
The people were still there. I said, all right, no, keep going. I said, okay. It was a small crowd, but nobody left. So I was like, that's all the time they gave me. They was like, no. And the club owner was like, you keep going. And at the time, my manager was like, you don't keep going. It's like they're robbing you of your work. You're working for free at that point. I'm like, the comedy is free, but the time isn't. So I get that. It's still a business. So if I'm booked to do an hour, then if you do an hour and 10, yeah. You do 2 hours and 20 minutes? No. That's 2 shows. Get the fuck off the stage. You giving them free.
That's from the manager's standpoint. He's thinking from the business side.
That's the business side.
That's the business side for you.
I didn't care. The comedy is free, man.
I would have done it.
The comedy, I mean, but you want people to come back and see. You don't want to give it all to them. You know, from a business thing. It is a business.
But from that moment right there, that show, that one specific show, you were having so much fun, and they wanted you there, so you were just like, fuck it.
I didn't want to. I mean, this is an opportunity to have, and these people still follow me. That was well, that wasn't that long ago. That was probably like 5 years ago.
Yeah, that was an experience you gave them.
Yeah, that was like 5 years ago. That wasn't that long ago. Yeah, that was like 5 years ago. And I did like 2 hours and 20 minutes in Killeen, Texas. Damn. It was good, dude.
I can see the smile on your face.
Yeah, it was
reminiscing
good.
Right now.
It was
going
good.
Back to that.
It was good.
That's amazing. I mean, the longest that I've done is about 30 minutes.
Okay, 6 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have a good 15-minute set.
I got a good 15.
Okay, yeah.
Like I've been working on it over the years, but like it's changed. Like most of my jokes that I do now have come through like within a year or 2 years. Everything else that I had that I wrote when I was younger. Oh.
At least he cautious.
Yeah. Everything else that I wrote like before that, like 4 years and back, I don't tell anymore. Yeah. Like everything, but that's me because I want to keep changing and keep growing. I'm just like, I just want new. But then there's also that thing where like, even though I'm searching for the new stuff, I feel like I should also keep honing the stuff that I have already.
No joke is old.
Yeah.
No joke is old. They can be refined, but no joke is old to me. Especially to me, if you're writing from a timeless standpoint, if you're making sure that your material is timeless. A lot of comedians are local, and who's going to get a local joke, you know? Yeah. You don't want to necessarily, you want to be for the people. You want to be for all the people. You know, sometimes I watch on Netflix, I'll watch French comedians, or it's this comedian in Thailand, and it's not even in English. I'm just like, well, what's making them laugh? You know, I love comedy. So I've
seen that. I've seen French. I've seen Spanish. Yeah. I've seen and other stuff. It's the movements, the voice inflection. Yes. It's like you see the similarities. Stage presence. You see the similarity between American stand-up and stand-up in other international countries and stuff like that. It's like it's a hard thing too because sometimes the phrases are different. Sometimes like how we say certain things or like the words that we have for certain things are different too and stuff like that. But like the whole thing though, like is the same. Just stand up in general. They're up there talking to strangers. Oh, why does everybody want to come sit down now?
I know.
Okay. Come on through. You good? You good?
Oh, she needs some attention.
Yeah.
She's like, that's enough talking now.
No, she's like, hey, what about me? I'm the host.
That's how you do that.
She want to be a part of the show.
Right on. Right
no,
on.
but yeah, like, so have you seen other types of comedians, like not just the Thai, but like any other languages?
No, just Thai and French. A couple of Spanish comedians. I don't remember their name. I'm just watching them. I don't even know what they're saying. Like, I'm looking at the subtitles, but I'm not looking at it. I'm just watching them like, dang. Like, and I'll watch the same set over and over again. I'm like, damn, what they talking about? And sometimes I catch myself laughing. The fact that he waited for him. Wait, like, come on, we gotta protect the house.
I'm not going by myself.
I mean, I'm tough, but I'm not that tough. Come on, bitch. And that's not a bad word to them. That's actually saying nice lady. The fact that dogs will be able to call each other bitch and it won't be a problem, bitch. Thank you.
But if we say, they're like, no, that's our word.
Right. Right. For real. Y'all can't have bitch no more. Y'all don't even use it right. It means nice lady.
Yeah. Oh shit, man.
But yeah.
I don't know. Like, for me, like, welcome to the unsobriety couch. This show is called Unprofoundly Chill. This is the unsobriety couch.
Unsobriety couch.
So the reason why I call it this is because
pull it out.
Ever since I started the podcast here in this setting, every one of my guests has always talked about a story and them like either being drunk or high, and just stuff going crazy.
Do I have? I'm gonna have several, I'm sure. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Now, after I'm hosting one of my nights in Houston, at the time, Ciroc was just popping. It was just, at the time, it was just banging on the scene. And he didn't have all the flavors then. It was just a little blue label Ciroc. And so I'm like, I would drink that with grapefruit juice. And I thought I was the shit. I had a Toyota Camry with some low pros on it, some rims, some tint, some music in that motherfucker. It was nice. I had me a little 25. I used to tuck away in my titty. And I had a beautiful girlfriend, supremely beautiful. Last name Garcia. Won't say her first name. Gorgeous lady. And so, but again, I'm the queen of Houston comedy. You can't fuck with me. Nobody can. And so I'm at the show, and it was really good. I had a really great show, and my girlfriend is sitting in the corner, but I'm pouring champagne down another lady's throat. And so my girlfriend, she sees it and she storms out. She's pissed. So I'm pouring the champagne. So I'm hosting my night, and I'm in the club. Drink Ciroc just hit the scene. It's the most poppin'est vodka on the scene, and I've been drinking it all day. Like, I used to drink from. I would stretch in the morning and then take a sip of vodka. So it was that's to me, that's not being to me, an alcoholic wants to stop drinking. A drunk doesn't. I was a drunk. And so the big difference. So I would stretch real hard in the morning and then go, I cannot function if I don't take this shot. And I would take a shot of vodka. Then I'd be like, now I can have a regular day. But I'm drinking that all day. I kept that shit in my trunk of my car. Like, I would pull over and go, my cup low. Let me go pour some more. And pour some more. So I'm drinking that when I say all day,
man,
all damn day long. So I don't know if I'm drunk or not. I don't have no clue.
See, I would drink all night. I would never drink in the day. I hated day drinking.
I'm drinking I would wake up at 6 in the morning. I'm drinking from 6 in the morning to 1 and 2, 3 in the morning. It don't stop. Like, and to me, I'm functioning regular. If I don't have it, that's my girlfriend was like, oh my God, get her the vodka. You know? She is not normal without it. So anyway, I'm pouring the champagne at my comedy night. I'm pouring the champagne down another woman's, throat, and my girlfriend sees it and goes, like, looks at me with utter disgust and runs out of the building. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta chase her. And so I get to the house, and her mom was like, hey, she's in the back. I'm like, yeah, I say, Stacy, listen. I said her name, goddamn. I said, hey, listen, we need to talk. She's like, get the fuck out of my face. We don't need to talk. You're drunk. I'm like, that's nothing new. We need to talk. And she punched me in the eye. And I'm like, oh man. So I punched her back. And they said, you know, we're fighting. But I went to jail that day. I stopped drinking.
Even though she hit you first?
This is why I went to jail. I'm glad you said that. Even though she hit me first, the cops asked her who hit who first. They asked me if I wanted to press charges. I'm like, no, it was just a little scuffle, you know? And she was like, please don't take my girlfriend to jail. Please, I love her. Don't do that. I said, she loved me. Y'all don't want to take me to jail. And they said, we're not going to take you to jail. And when I bent down to like, I don't know, something, the cop said, hey, do you have any weapons on you? I'm like, no. Then I thought about it. I was like, oh, shit. I got this 25 in my titty. And I totally forgot about it. And he must have saw the glare of it or something. He said, I'm going to ask you again. And he put his hand on his gun. You know, they're afraid of guns.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, listen, man, I have a gun in my titty. And he was like, is it loaded? I said, yes. He was like, he got on the shoulder speaker. We need a female officer out here. I said, God damn, I'm about to go to jail. So I went to jail and then in my car, because when I came to her house, I just hopped out the car. I left the door open. The car was running. I'm chasing her, like trying to see why she left me, you know? And in the car, I had maybe like an ounce of weed. I had an ounce of weed and a 24-ounce cup of Ciroc and grapefruit juice. Damn. And they said, who car is that? I said, I don't know who car that is. I have no clue. They ran the plates. Are you Keisha Hunt? I was like, nope. I have no clue. My name is Stephanie Mills. And that's a professional singer. And they was like, okay, take her to jail. And so they locked me up it wasn't for the violent act. It was for the marijuana and the gun.
Yeah.
And I called one of the best lawyers in the city of Houston. Her name is Jaylene Mack. She was like, slap on the wrist. Well, back then, guns, big no. Like she got that shit from a felony to like a little tap on the hand.
Uh-huh.
I had to pay her though. That cost a couple of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Damn.
Maybe more. I can't remember. It wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap.
I know.
If I believe if I would have had a little bit more, I wouldn't even got the slap on the wrist. It probably would have went away. Yeah. So I think I gave her like $6 or $7 grand.
God damn.
For the slap on the wrist. If I'd had like 20, what are you talking about? Nothing happened. She's that good though.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Well, since you gotta go, this has been really fun.
Yes, it has been. Yeah. And the dogs love me.
They do.
Which is, when people see this, they're gonna be like, she's so comfortable as a black person with them dogs. They're gonna be really shocked. They're gonna be like, why is she so comfortable? They just kissing her and stuff. Normally people like, get your motherfucking dog, nigga. That dog come over here one more time, nigga. I'm gonna hit him with you. But I'm really good about animals, man.
Yeah. I mean, other than Emmett, which is the lab.
Yeah.
Him trying to kiss Jody the other time. That's about it. Like I have to put him up if he like gets too excited.
But they was good. They was good today.
They were good.
They was kissing on me a little bit. They was, but I was like, hey. I think it was the black tone in my voice. They was like, okay, we don't know that one. We not familiar with that kind of tone. It sound crazy. But yeah, I appreciate you for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and I will come back again we're gonna see how the ratings go.
Yeah, let's see, because I got some episodes that have been doing really good lately.
Yes, bank on it.
So, do you have any socials you want to give out?
Yes, please follow me on Facebook at Keisha Hunt Comedy or at Keisha Hunt. Follow me on Threads, Twitter, and TikTok at Comedian Keisha Hunt. Wait a minute. On Threads at Comedian Keisha Hunt, at TikTok at Comedian Keisha Hunt. On Twitter, it's at Keisha Hunt, and on Instagram, it's at Comedian Keisha Hunt or The Big Comedy Tour.
All right. And do you have any shows you want to promote?
Yes, Keisha Hunt and Friends Tour is hitting the road starting March 1st in Corpus Christi. That was another city I didn't mention. Corpus Christi, Texas, March 1st at Mesquite Street Bar and Grill downtown. And also I'll be filming my 5th comedy special in Austin, Texas in May.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's what's up. All right. And y'all know where to find me at the Joecosity, TheJoecosity. Come through to a show. I'm always at Axelred. I got Equal Parts. Axelred is every Sunday, Monday, and first Friday. Equal Parts, we have the open mic every first and third Wednesday. The show is every second Friday, the Bird Call. And
oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. What else do I got? Just look me up. Look me up online. I got my link tree. I got all my shows on there. Once again, Keisha, thank you for coming through.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
This was awesome, and we'll see y'all next time.
Right on.